right, it's another very wonderful and beautiful day. We'd like to warmly welcome you to today's edition of the program you've been waiting for, Crime Watch Reloaded. Don't forget that it's Crime Watch Reloaded on television and Crime Alert Reloaded on radio. Every Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. is the radio version of this program, and 7 p.m. on Tuesday is the television version, with a repeat broadcast on Friday at 9 a.m. You can also follow us on YouTube, of course, both EBS YouTube and Crime Watch YouTube. You have opportunity of watching this program right now. Don't forget that we are also on Facebook, and then we are on blogging at the moment. So on internet, you can watch this program anywhere in the world as we speak right now. My name is Festus Alenke, your regular host. Today we are heavily loaded, and I'm sure that you're going to sit back. Some of the stories might sound very disgusting. Some of the stories sound very unpalatable, but never mind. We're going to warn you before you watch them. That is how we do it every Tuesday at 7 p.m. with a repeat broadcast on Friday at 9 a.m. We're going to take a short break now. The program will be fully back after this time out. All right, welcome back there. We'd like to go straight now to roll the first button we have in our kitty here today. This one has to do with our former commissioner for sports in Edo State. He was also former deputy chief of staff to Governor Lucky Benedion, and thereafter he became chairman of Ovia North East local government area. A very top politician, big stalwart to be precise. His name is Honorable Presley Ediagbonya. We got to know that some gunmen invaded his house some weeks ago, abducted into an unknown destination, and thereafter ransom negotiations started. But suddenly, all discussions stopped, and now the dead body was found a few days ago. How did it all happen? Very sad one to be precise. We have to go all the way to Ogbese. We have to go all the way to Utese in Ovia Northeast local government area, where the body was found in a forest. So let's go over now to that story.
The deceased, Presley Ediagbonya, was kidnapped in his residence in Utese, Ovia Northeast local government area of Edo State on the 16th of May 2020 by some unknown gunmen. The man, who was forcefully whisked away by the gunmen who stormed the house in a commando style, however demanded for ransom. It was, however, revealed that during the ransom negotiation, the suspected kidnappers switched off their phones and ended all talks over ransom, a situation which threw family and friends into confusion. The police, vigilante, and other security operatives were notified, but all efforts to rescue him failed. A search was then put in place, but some farmers who were on their way to the farm on Friday 29 May 2020 found a decomposing body in a forest in Utese and quickly alerted the divisional police officer in Okada. The DPO then mobilized some policemen and the deceased family members to the forest where the body was identified with his clothes. The police then contacted pathologists and other medical officials who helped in evacuating the body to the mortuary in Okada. The Edo State Police Public Relations Officer DSP Chidi Wambuzo, who confirmed the incident, said the police will ensure that the perpetrators of the dastardly act are arrested and brought to justice. DSP Wambuzo expressed Edo State Police Command's condolence to the Ediagbonya family, the people of Ovia Northeast local government area, and Edo State in general.
That on the Friday, the 29th of May 2020, at about 6:30 p.m., the remains of Honorable P.E. Ediagbonya, the former Civil Commissioner for Youth and Sports, Edo State, was found in a forest sharing boundary with Ondo State by some farmers who went to the bush to farm. The farmers who were uneasy and apprehensive about the terrified sight ran down to the community, and from community to the divisional police headquarters, Okada, where the DPO was informed. Immediately, the divisional police officer in charge of Okada mobilized his men, contacted the family of the deceased, and also contacted the medical team of Ibnedio University, Okada, where all of them moved down to the forest and the body was evacuated, taken to Ibnedio University, Okada mortuary for autopsy examination.
Thank you. Any arrests so far?
So far, no arrest has been made, but the command reiterates its primary duties in protecting lives and property and vow to fish out the perpetrators of this dastardly act.
The former commissioner was an academician and a great farmer.
Well, I'd like to join the people of Edo State, and of course also join the people of Ovia Northeast local government area and Nigeria to wish the soul of Honorable Presley Ediagbonya a successful rest in the bosom of the Lord. And it's our hope and wish that all those fingered in that dastardly act are brought to justice very quickly. But I'm aware that police detectives are already on the ground towards unraveling the death of that barrister. We're talking of Presley. Away from that now, we have this other big story. This one is a very bizarre one, to be precise. Imagine that you have a relation who says, I'm going to read inside the church. To you, you have the feeling that, oh, somebody reading inside the church is the best option because this person is not going to drinking joints, he's not going to clubhouse, he's not going to some other area that sounds very awkward, but this time she decided to take a trip to a church hall where she felt she can read conveniently and of course comprehend. But this time it wasn't that way. She went to the church and then some hoodlums invaded the church. What we gathered was that she was raped in the process and murdered. Sad one, I'm talking of Uwaila Vera of Mozuwa, a 100-level student of microbiology department of the University of Benin. She's no more. How did it all happen? Of course, trust us. We were right at the church where it happened, moved from there to the parents' house where we spoke with the father, and thereafter I returned back, and then something happened after that incident. You know what? Let's go over now to the PD for the first half of the death of Uwaila Omozoa.
The 100-level student of microbiology department of the University of Benin, Uwaila Vera Omozuwa, has been in the campus since school was closed over COVID-19. She feared that examinations might start after the lifting of the lockdown, hence she decided to stay back to read ahead. But her parents asked her to come back home, and she accordingly returned a few days ago. According to report, she worships in this Redeemed Christian Church of God, which is also in her neighborhood in Owe, Boba Hill, Benin City. It was revealed that she prefers to go to the church to read where she feels she will not be distracted. On 27th of May 2020, the said Uwaila Omozuwa went to the church to read and was alone in the church auditorium at about 5 p.m. when some hoodlums arrived the church compound. Reports revealed that the said assailants dashed to her where she was allegedly raped and inflicted with severe injuries inside the church auditorium. The hoodlums then fled the scene leaving her in a pool of blood.
Right now, this happens to be the slipper she was actually putting on as at the time it happened. And what I can see here now is like a book, University Organic Chemistry. This was actually what she came to read. Oh, what a sad one. And these are her 100 level school notes, which of course I can see some write-ups here.
Look at that,
some jotting. Yes, and many other things. What is this?
Calculator.
Okay, this is a calculator. Yeah, because she's actually a science student, and that is what we met right here at Bubaili in Benisi.
It was revealed that there is no security personnel on duty during the day except at night. But the night security man who was on duty later resumed work around 7 p.m. and met the young undergraduate on the floor. He later raised alarm where the girl was quickly rushed to the hospital but died in the process.
This is right here, the Redeemed Christian Church of God here in Bubaili in Benisi, where the incident actually happened. With me right now is the security man that was actually on duty when this incident happened. So, what is your reaction to this incident?
On that very day, which is Wednesday, that should be 27th, Wednesday. So I normally, whenever I come in here, then I will go to this place, which is what is this man name? The secretary of this church. They always hand over this key to him whenever I closed. Then, when I'm on my way coming back, I will go back to the same house and get this key. So, that very day, which is on the 27th Wednesday, I went there to collect this key. Then, he now said that the girl now normally read on this particular, because there's a girl, this girl normally come here every day sometime to come and read, because just you need a lonely place to read. Then she have an admission and university. So, he normally came here to read. Then that day, the woman told me that the girl have already collected the key, that I should go into the church to collect the key from her. So that was to 7, thereabout. Then when I came here that very night, then I opened it, closed the entrance of the door, just closed it and opened the entrance of the center of the door, the church. Then from there maybe she will come and collect breeze when she is reading. Then on that very night, I opened the door that was just closed, the main entrance, and I opened it. I was now asking myself, why this guy? I was not talking to myself. This guy don't know that it's already night by this time. To say, well, this guy is sitting in the church. I was just talking alone, and I opened the door, and now I'm hearing a sound of somebody were down breathing. As in, no, say he was just breathing hardly. Then I said, this guy is sleeping in this church by this time of the night. Why don't you know that it's already night? Not knowing that something happened to her. Then when I just move a step, then I point torch. I saw her naked, blood everywhere.
You were completely naked?
Yeah.
At what time?
That was the time I came. It was 15 minutes to 7.
Okay.
There about that evening. Okay. Then the naked, blood all over her body. Then I point to her. No, I can't stay here. I ran to the person who I used to collect this key from, which is the secretary of the church. Please, so come and see what I saw. Like that, so come and see what is happening. The girl everywhere, blood everywhere. It's like they raped the girl and the blood everywhere. So the man and the woman, which is the wife, run, follow me and come to the church and see what happened. Immediately they called nurse. Nurse actually came. The nurse said that this is beyond her power, that they should take this girl to the hospital. Immediately the woman of this man went home and bring her vehicle, taking her to the hospital that evening, which is on Wednesday evening. So that how it happened. Then, which they around told me this morning that the girl died, actually.
The atmosphere at the family compound of the slain Uwaila Vera Omozusi was charged when EBS News visited the house. The house was besieged by angry sympathizers who rained curses on those who cut short the life of the young promising girl.
Hello, madam. Hello, madam. Hello, please.
The father of the girl, Eda Omozuwa, expressed sadness over the death of her daughter and called for justice. The deceased neighbor described her as one who is committed to her studies.
What? My daughter is already dead. She's off. Undergraduate. You know what it takes. Undergraduate University of Benin. They rape her And when they now discover that the girl, maybe he might know them, they now beat her to a state of coma, using all the objects in the church to bring her down. 23 years was a virgin. The record is there in UBT. Please, I want the police to please continue a complete investigation, to start a complete investigation of this issue.
Something happened to our daughter in the church. So we just went here immediately from there. On getting to the church, they said she has been rushed to a normal hospital. So immediately we drove to a normal hospital and we met her. So the people we met there, they said they went into church and met her in the pool of her blood with the fire extinguisher and other things in church. Initially they thought she was dead, but while observing closely, they saw her move her hands. So they now rushed her to the hospital.
When contacted, the Edo State Police Public Relations Officer, DSP Chidi Wambuzo, has promised to speak on the matter at a later date.
As at press time, the family of the young girl are already calling on the relevant security agencies, especially men of the Edo State Police Command, to immediately swing into action towards bringing the culprits of this dastardly act to book.
All right, welcome back there. A very sad one to be precise. I'd like to once again commiserate with the Mozua family and then the staff and students of the University of Benin for that great loss, because I got to know that she hardly told the family members that she's going to graduate with first class. She hardly wanted to also read medicine, but it didn't happen that way. They eventually gave her microbiology, and then she decided to take it up, and now she's no more. May her soul rest in peace there. But we also got to know that when such thing happens, the police will say, we will not rest until we get to the end of the matter. So we try to find out what is the situation right now. The police have since confirmed the arrest of one person fingered in that dastardly act. We actually took our camera straight to the office of the Public Relations Officer of the Edo State Police Command, DSP Wambuzo, who confirmed openly that one person has been arrested by men of the Edo State Police Command. Let's hear now from DSP Chidi Wambuzo.
DSP Chidi Wambuzo said the suspect now in police custody was allegedly fingered in the rape and eventual murder of the 100-level microbiology student of the University of Benin, Uwaila Omozua. The police public relations officer stated that credible evidence pointed to the suspect, adding that the police will not relent in getting to the root of the matter. He said the State Police Command received the news of the murder with mixed feelings, and the Commissioner of Police immediately directed police strike teams and other detectives to orderly swing into action. The movement paid off with the arrest of one person who has now made useful information to the police. He said some exhibits used in the murder of the young girl have been recovered by the police. DSP Wambuzo disclosed that the Edo State Commissioner of Police has ordered that the case be transferred to the State Criminal Investigation Department in the Edo State Police Headquarters in Benin City for further investigation.
A suspect has been arrested in connection with that case and is making useful statement to the police. With this arrest of this suspect, we know that something will come up, something useful that could lead to the arrest of the members of this gang. We want to appeal to the good people of Edo State and the general public to remain calm, that justice will be done in this case. The command is committed to ensure that justice is done in this case.
Earlier, some friends, associates and family members of the slain Uwaila Omozua carried out a peaceful protest in Benin City demanding for a speedy investigation of the murder of young Uwaila Omozuwa. The protesters, who were armed with placards of various inscriptions, were at the police headquarters in Benin City. They were received by the Edo State Deputy Commissioner of Police in charge of operations, Mr. Ayola Ajala, who called for calm from the people. He appealed to them to have confidence in the police in the investigation of the case.
As I'm talking to you now, action is going on. As far as the investigation of this case is concerned, nobody is happy with what has happened. It could be my own child, it could be somebody else's child. Now it's somebody's child, somebody's daughter. If nothing concrete is done, a similar thing can happen to your own child too. So this is why this incident is not being taken lightly.
Well, following the confirmation by the police of the arrest of one suspect in connection with the rape and murder of Uwaila here in Benin City, it is now clear that other suspects who are now on the run will be arrested as soon as possible. Well, I'm aware that a lot of human rights activists, so many civil society organization officials are currently insisting that justice must be served. That's what we got to know there. And their opinion right now is that no matter the situation, all those said to have been fingered in that dastardly act must be brought to justice. For us here, we are going to be following up that case, one person in police names, more to go. Trust us here. However it happens, just follow us on this program. Crime Watch Reloaded, we shall always update you. Away from that, now we have another very bizarre story. We hardly describe this as a bizarre story because there's a twist right now. But something happened somewhere around Aduawa 3 weeks ago, to be precise, on the 9th of May 2020, where a young lawyer referred to as Omo Osobase, that's what we gathered, Omo Osobase Iyoha. He was actually abducted by some persons, and we gathered that the young man was taken to unknown destination, and after 3 weeks, no news about him. And then police arrested the principal suspect, referred to as Osasu Osadolo, popularly referred to as Afro's son, and some other persons were also arrested. Right now, something happened. We have to take our camera there for you to tell us what transpired. So, PD, let's please straight now the first button.
The first suspects, Osasu Osadolo, who is Afro's son, Saturday Imagbe, Uwadia Taiwo Unwago, and John Oke. They were said to have abducted the young lawyer in Aduawa, Benin City. Reports revealed that one of the suspects now on the run was the company of Osasu Osadolo, where a 14-year-old boy was given the beating of his life. The little boy was alleged to have thrown an iron rod under a moving car of Afro's son and his friend, who is now at large. The situation forced both of them to come out of the car and gave the young boy the beating of his life. But the now adopted lawyer Osobase Omo Iyoha, who was in a drinking spot, observed the beating and rushed to appeal to the angry two young men to pardon the boy. A heavy altercation ensued, following which the said Osasu Osadolo and his friend left the scene, but unknown to them that there will be attack in a moment. Few minutes after the altercation, the said Osasu Osadolo and 10 other boys invaded the drinking spot wielding cutlasses and guns, where they attacked anyone in sight. The hoodlums headed for the said lawyer and allegedly beat him to stupor. He was later taken away with this Lexus jeep to unknown destination. The little boy that was beaten and the owner of the drinking spot expressed surprise at the attack.
Okay, that place where they carry, so what did he do? Did they beg this brother?
He come up for that, so I don't get that kind of people like me for us. Then because I did come, I want to come face you.
So they take come back for that.
They come back. They come push everybody. Come carry the man, bust the head before they motor.
They bust the head.
Yes.
Put her for now. Boots they put her on her back. Where they?
Where back seats they there.
They just carry the man go.
That store there when I hide. Opposite my store, so not inside the way they take the drag one for that barrister, so enter some motor they take carry and go.
Now so they're not tasting until now.
So they're not tasting.
The four suspects now in police custody confirmed the incident, adding that the lawyer was taken away beaten, and dropped off to go on his own. He was later dropped, according to them, at Old Road in Aduawa in Benin City. They said they have no idea of his whereabouts as at now.
So what can happen from there?
What happened for the they carry the boy after they don't do, they can't drag the guy now put for inside Osasu motor.
Okay, this inside that Lexus.
That Lexus, they put up inside the
Lexus. Yes.
Can't drive come out. As the drive come out, now we can run follow. I can't tell my but more run for me. I don't go be this boy already. I can't see the boy friend. They call me my brother. Okay. Now so come on, you make the boy drive for more run go meet the other go forgive him. Really now we run follow them. Before we reach the already carry already have to be on a jeep. If you jump go time I will not fit the. Before we reach the already.
Want to don't go far.
Don't go far. Then before we reach the dog carry come down, go one backyard. They go the beach and the boss. My brother go go the beg.
Which area sold there for the beat and so?
Old Road.
Old Road for where? For Aduawa.
For Aduawa.
Okay.
They go the beach and they beat and move the boy beg.
As we all before we reach there, they don't already carry and come go backyard. We reach here now. They use a court issue. They say we not we won't be Juma.
What did happen to the guy?
So they call it beat him. We talk. They don't want to listen. Now we all come more this man. Even the barrister friend even come. We even so okay. We can't tell Lucky say I beg you now. There are people go tell them to enable me the friend for this man. Make the man.
They're not agree.
They're not agree.
So what you can't do after that time?
No, now you can't carry me. Now we can't take come out.
So now can't come
out.
That's so you know.
The next day. Now come they hear they say now so the barrister die, now so some say not die. Me come they try to call people to confirm. The last people won't even did here.
What you come here? What people come?
No, those people not going tell me that the main people won't did here.
Now what you come here about that barrister now?
Now waiting I've first see they hear ever since say he don't die, some say he don't die, some say he never die. Now see they hear till now.
Which work you they do?
At the barb as they repair phone.
For where?
For Old Road.
Okay. You what's your name?
John.
John what?
Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
Okay. What do you know for this matter?
What I know for this matter is say I did house when he just call. As he call, lucky call. As he call say so to say the day Omodu something they happen. How was that?
The day where?
Omodu.
Omodu.
Say the day Omodu. They not just disclose say that they fight them. So me on the feel say I been where we call the because I still they had community work. We do community work join my work. So now I can say I been where we go to the and waiting I think say I been waiting happen there. Now so I still want talk. Now I say but nothing be happen today. I say okay no problem. Already I deal with my dad for house.
Can't go meet town.
Now no I not can go. Now I deal with my dad for house. Now I can tell her say okay I dey come but I dey house I want first tidy my dad because my dad know this sound like that. So stroke all and so now me they take off and before I come off for us. So now it's okay, no wala. Now me call the phone, now I sit down. So as I they do those the tidy now. Now inside I for still here say now they still call. Say the door go. Now I say hey, I did ask. I don't feel leave my daddy for us. Now he cut the call.
That's why
I don't know.
After the whole action, what you can hear say happen? What you can hear for that area say happen for the barrister?
I can't hear say they say the hospital and some say die like that.
Who you can call among your friends say to know about the situation of the man?
I still call them.
Who you call?
I call them. I call
I
call them.
What they can't tell you?
They can't tell me say nothing like that. Say because say that day they sit down. Say Osasu sit down with the person before he waka come out.
Me, I'm not tell you that one.
Okay, you not tell her that
one. Waiting and tell her. Say me waka come out here. Me tell you say me.
Okay.
No. You go to talk waiting and not tell you.
Okay.
You drive come out.
To be your name?
Sasu.
Sasu what?
Sadolo.
Okay. Your Afro son? Huh?
Yes.
But they say you beat the iron bender now. That small boy now.
It's not me. It's my friend.
But okay, now your friend beat him. Okay.
My friend and the girl get attribute. Then for there now we take go through. Now we take come back again to the place.
How many of them can't come back?
plenty. We used 2 cars.
2 cars. How many boys altogether?
My car was 4 boys. Their car, Saturday car was 6 boys.
That's altogether 10.
10 boys.
So where I can't carry the guy?
We all drive go the weather place. As we reach there now, weather you run. And next thing, the rest boys we did the palo they run. Now what they take go, this my friend. I go to draw one man come. You never know say na barrister.
Who among them draw? This last one.
No.
This one. Okay.
I go draw the man come. Now he root and come for ground from there now.
Now you root and come off for ground.
Who root and come off for ground?
Now you root and come off for ground.
He say now you.
Now you root and come off for ground. Me wey dey bear for this thing.
Okay. Now you.
Me I not talk. Me not talk lie. I not pull up for anybody here. Now you dey pull up for my head now.
Why they talk like?
You
now you go judge. Now you go judge. This thing as they tell us now, not follow you.
Okay. Who you say who root and come off for ground?
This is my brother.
But you say not be him. Okay, more leave who root and who not root and. But the guy fall for ground. Who can carry and get up?
Carry and put for my motor.
Okay.
Their motor don't full. I put up for my motor. Now we take drive.
Wait. He said that you drag the guy for your motor carry come on.
Now he put me where they beg them. I even leave the barrister. As a whole, I leave the barrister.
Even all the old boys, we even did their woody. Now they even chase every people where they did.
Nala.
Okay, leave that one. No worry. So wait, they come put
not far for each other.
Wait, Osasu.
Talk now. Tell it be this.
That's wait. They can't put am for inside your Lexus.
Yeah.
Where I can't drive the guy
go. Drive go hold you.
Na back seat na put am.
Back seat, yeah.
Okay.
Can't be three for back.
Yes.
Now we take drive go hold you.
Yes.
As we reach Ojo, can't go backyard. Everybody as we take go the beer parlor. Now we take go backyard. Come every day.
Which person house be that?
And even na backyard.
Okay, na backyard. Now you carry and go backyard. Okay.
Then from there now they call the even the use class say they wipe the guy. Before the guy come talk say una no know me see who he be say who be. I mean the guy come sit down for the backyard. From there now the guy take comot.
Okay, now so you know reach.
Yes, na so you know reach.
But up till now you don't know where the guy dey now.
Where the guy dey.
That your other friend, so what be his name?
Which one for say?
The one you saying and the other one fight.
And I be lucky.
I be lucky.
Yeah.
Okay.
The State Police Public Relations Officer DSP Chidi Wambuzo said the first suspect was last seen with the lawyer after being forcefully taken away. DSP Wambuzo said they must account for his whereabouts.
The kidnap incident of Barrister Iyoha Oso Basi Omo. The case was transferred from Adowawa Divisional Police Headquarters, Benin City, to Anti-Kidnapping and Cybercrime Unit. The operatives of that unit, furthering their investigation, on the 19th of May 2020, arrested one Osasu Osadolo Afro, the son of one chief Afro, popularly known as Afro, in Adowawa there. As the investigation deepens, 3 other suspects, being members of the gang, were equally arrested.
However, observers and other commentators are wondering and currently discussing the life status of the young abducted lawyer. How soon can this abducted lawyer, Osobase Omoyoa, be found? Time will tell.
Now, what is the storyline? The storyline is that that story we hardly had right now is hardly outdated because something happened thereafter. You know what happened? The suspects right now eventually opened up just today that the young man we are talking about right now was killed by them. So the storyline is Omo Iyoha, Esquire, is no more. And then he took the police to where they eventually hurriedly buried him, shallow grave to be precise. And that is the story for now. So all you need to do right now is just keep following us. Join us on YouTube. We're going to have opportunity of watching live what happened, because I joined the security agencies as well as officials of the Ministry of Health and that of the police medical team, where we all went to where the body was recovered just today, and then all of that persons joined in the exhumation of the body. As I speak right now, Osobase Omoyoa Esquire is right now in the mortuary. Once again, may his soul rest in perfect peace, and I'd like to console the officials of the Nigeria Bar Association, NBA, and his immediate family, and all the friends, to say that please take heart and they will not die again. The said Afro song referred to as Osasu Osadolo is with the police. 5 other persons have been arrested. Even the person who did the stabbing is with the police right now. So keep following us on this program. Follow us on the news. You have opportunity of watching live all that transpired. So in our next edition, you're going to have everything that happened. You know, the killing, the arrest, the interview of the suspect. Now, because right there, the suspect said he just dropped him off. He doesn't even know whether the guy died or not. But 48 hours after, he has now opened up to say how they killed him. So in our next edition, of course, is next Tuesday with a repeat broadcast on Friday. You have opportunity of watching how it all happened, how the young man was killed. Sad one. Anyway, away from that now, Edo State is mourning, Nigeria is mourning, everybody, all of the men are mourning all over the world. Before we wrap up, we just say, may the soul of Majekojomi Facheke rest in perfect peace. This program like to join all other persons all over the world to mourn him. Crime Watch Reloaded. We just have a little review, just briefly, on the live and times. Just short music on Majekojomi Facheke. Let's have very brief music. This is the way we too can also join the state government. This is the way we can also join Nigerian government and all reggae stars all over the world to mourn the passing on to glory of Majekojomi Facheke. Let's have that briefly now.
Everything in life has got its time and seasons, so you don't have to ask me why. You don't expect to sow cassava, to reap up cocoyam. You don't expect to sow rice and reap up cassava. Whatsoever I and I sow in this world, more shall we reap. 'Cause I'm a living man, I've got a lot of works to do. Send down the rain. Papa, yo, ya, yo, send down the rain. I'm a living man, I've got a lot of works to do. Send down the rain. Mama, yo, ya, yo, send down the rain. Papa, yo, ya, yo, send down the rain.
Well, once again, may the soul of Majekojomi Facheke there rest in perfect peace, and we also pray that the entire family members will bear this irreparable loss. We now want to invite our in-house counselor, pastor, a friend in the house, one that we always want to counsel the youth. I'm sure that those that want to go and kill now, when you hear Dr. Azeme Azena, you like to change your mind. Let's invite Pastor Dr. Azeme Azena of Omega Fire Ministries here in Benin City. Pastor, you don't cast so many deaths and so many arrests. Let's get a reaction now.
This is Dr. Azeme Azena, the very true son of the Oracle, the pastor in charge of Omega Fire Ministries, Santa Region 2, Plot 224, Wayek Road, Adowawa, Edo State, Nigeria. On a sad note, I want to quickly pass my condolences to the family of our former Commissioner of Youth, who was murdered, the person of Mr. Diagboya family. I know that it's painful, but the Lord knows the people who are behind what happened to your brother, your father, and the husband. And I believe strongly that God is going to expose the killers of that man in the name of Jesus. It's a matter of time. And also I want to use this medium on behalf of Omega Fire Ministry, especially my father in the Lord, Apostle Johnson Suleiman, to also sympathize with the family of Miss Vera Waila, who was murdered in one of the churches in Benin. The ministry and the general overseer of Omega Fire Ministry have come out to pledge a sum of 1 million naira to anyone who will have useful information of that young lady. It's painful. We stand to condemn it as a church and also as individual. So one thing we are praying for, that God will expose those who are behind it in the name of Jesus Christ. I want to talk to us, every one of us should be security cautious. We are living in a generation that people believe that money is more special, money is more important than life. But every one of us should be careful, security cautious, have security cautiousness of anything that you are doing. And by the grace of God, he that watcheth over Israel, that neither sleep nor slumber, will watch over you in Jesus' name. And I want to use this platform to also talk to some of us who are doing this evil. It's a matter of time, as I've earlier said. If you don't repent now, tomorrow you will regret it. Whether now or later, there is a way that seemeth right unto a man, the end thereof is destruction. Are you a kidnapper? Are you an armed robber? Are you a rapist? Are you an assassin? You want to turn a new leaf. You want to give your life to Christ. You are tired of the life you are living. Or you are touched by my messages to you every day through this platform. Come to Omega Fire Ministry, Central Region 2 Plot 2 to 4 Wayek Road, Aduawa, Edo State, Nigeria. I will pray for you. I will counsel you. I will do deliverance for you. And you become useful to yourself, your family, and the society at large. Why are you waiting for the devil to destroy you? Why not run now? The Bible said the name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run to it, they are saved. It's also available for you. You that you are not righteous, it's available for you to come. He says, stand at the door and I knock. If any man open, I will come in